What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, and whatever time it is, welcome back to another video with your man, the Lonely Bandit. So guys, today we're back with another episode of TLB's Bandit School. So get yourself a pad and pen, a drink, sit down, shut up and listen, because I got some knowledge to drop to you new guys that are new to banditry. Some of you guys that are struggling, maybe even veterans that are still having a hard time finding the right location to rob one or multiple individuals. That's right, this video is about where to rob somebody, and in particular, where you're going to be looking at my top 3 cities in Chernarus to rob somebody in successfully and safely for you and your squad. Because that's what a good robbery is all about, is about ensuring that you and your people survive. And it's even better if the enemy survives, because that shows that it's a good robbery and a good interaction. But either way, this is all about how efficiently you can rob somebody with as little risk to yourself and your crew as possible. Now keep in mind that the key word there, cities. This is about the cities of Chernarus. This is not about small towns. This is not about the small military installations or any military installation really besides ones in the cities themselves. If you guys like this video enough and you find it actually helpful, please let me know down below, and in the future I'll be more than happy to go through in deep detail throughout all the military installations, towns, cities, whatever I think is important to discuss for you guys to learn more about locations where you can conduct robberies, because obviously you can conduct a robbery wherever you wish. Wherever there's people, there's a chance for a robbery. And I'd love to go into detail about those places with you guys. However, also keep in mind, I'm trying not to go into too much detail in this video, as the game is still in alpha. And as explained in previous status reports, and I'm sure there'll be more on the way, the map of Chernarus is changing constantly. So I'm not going into too much detail here. I'm going to give you guys a few general tips. We're going to have a quick look at some of the cities that I'm recommending to you guys to start off in. But all in all, we won't be going into too much detail. For example, I'm not going to give you an exact, spot to sit in so you can camp a city or whatnot. This is just a general overview of each city, and I'm going to give you guys options on what you can and things you can't do in these cities. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we come to our first city, which is Zelenogorsk. Zelenogorsk is a very beautiful city, I think, situated in a very long valley. The city isn't on one level whatsoever. It sort of goes from down below to up high, or up high down low, depending on what way you're coming in from. Either way, the city is somewhat uneven, but it is entirely surrounded by a massive valley. And there are multiple hills and tree lines in which you can sit in, get eyes on the city itself. This is one of those cities where it's going to be best if you have multiple people with you, because you can have one person on the north side and then you can have somebody on the south side. So I highly recommend you have at least 2 people overwatching those angles, just because that way you get a full-on 360-degree view of the city and of all of its approaches, really. That's the main thing about Zelenogorsk that's so attractive. If you see somebody go into the city, you can track them throughout the entire city. It's very easy to follow them. And then once you and your crew is ready, it's time to pounce. There's a couple main points to pounce at. The medical building is a very sought after place that a lot of people go through. The police station, not so much, but it is sought after, so you can set up around there. Or lastly, the most popular spot, which is the military compound on the south side. Several barracks there, a large camo building. Yes, I call it camo building, not prison. And all in all, there's just a lot of opportunity here for you guys, for you and your crew to set up properly and to have a nice controlled environment. As soon as you rob the person, you can even keep them in the city, just get them in a secure building, because you can have, pretty much 100% eyes on the whole city. If not, take them out into the forest, run for a kilometer or so. You'll be in the middle of nowhere, and the only thing you have to worry about then is wolves. So this is why Zelenogorsk is highly recommended by myself. Do recommend you give it a shot, as I've had a lot of fun here, and I know you guys will too. Okay guys, so our next city is Novaya Petrovka. This city is a bit of a rising star, as in this patch and the last one, it's started to become more and more popular. People are following the Great Northern Highway, as it's been dubbed by many people, and they go from all the way in the east, from Berezino, go all the way around, and they usually go through Novaya Petrovka. The reason is because to the north of the city is Tizzy, one of the biggest, probably most rewarding military bases on the map, at least in my opinion. And then just to the south of the city is Northwest Airfield, an instant classic that many people go to in search for PvP and gear. People will also be traveling west, as further west is the Lapatino checkpoint, and then just access to the rest of the western side of the map. So in general, you're gonna see a fair bit of traffic coming through here. One of the other good parts about it is that around the city there isn't much forested area, at least for a good few hundred meters. So you're gonna have a good time spotting people as they enter the city. There's just no way they can do it in solid cover. You're gonna need a bit of manpower to make sure you have all the angles locked down. For lone wolves, I highly recommend the southern apartments. Chill up in there. You're gonna see people coming in from the west, leaving from the east, and then also coming in from the Northwest Airfield. So that's one of the best spots you can go to if you're a lone wolf or if you're low on manpower. Two buildings really only of note. There isn't many buildings here besides housing, and those are the police station and the medical clinic. And they're both just up the street from one another. So if you have a couple of guys, you can set up a nice crossfire in the town square. Just be wary of zombies, as there are a lot of zombies up here. Selena Cross has a fair few zombies itself, but I think in general this city is a bit more concentrated as it isn't as long. So yeah, you need to be wary of zombies. But in general, you're going to see quite a few travelers coming through here, lone wolves and squads alike. There's a lot of variety here, so happy hunting there, guys. Now on to the next city. Okay guys, so my last city is Severegrad. My number one city that I recommend to you guys to try is Severegrad. Severegrad is really nice because it has a mixture of both Novaya Petrovka as well as Zelenogorsk. It has the deep valley that Zelenogorsk has. It isn't as deep, but it is still deep enough to get solid Overwatch. And it has the dense building population that Novaya Petrovka has. Its buildings are tightly packed together, there's a lot of them. And it's, I don't know, it's in a sort of nice oval shape in a way. It gets a bit pointy at the ends, especially from the east. But as you get towards the center, it gets a little bit more rounded, I guess. My point is, you're going to see people fairly easily. You're going to see them running from house to house, or you could see them going to one of the major buildings, which includes a hospital, more towards the east side. You got the police station in the dead center, and then you got the fire station just northwest of the police station. There's also a train station to the south. Along that train track, a lot of people will be moving along that. Train station itself is good for loot if you loot the carriages. So I highly recommend you guys keep an eye on those train tracks. I spotted a lot of people. I've even spotted a ghillie squad when I was down in the middle of the city, and I look up towards the train tracks with my binocs, and I see an entire squad of ghillie guys. So if I can spot that, chances are you and your crew are going to do just as good, if not better. Now, one of the major drawbacks which you have to be aware of is, well, actually there's two. One, the zombies. There are a lot of zombies in the city, and if you're not packing suppressors, or if you're not careful in how you shoot or where you shoot, you could end up actually getting overrun, so you need to be careful in that. And the second issue is, it is a very large hotspot. I wouldn't say it's like the number one place for PvP or anything like that, that's ridiculous. But my point is, it's not uncommon for you to be passing by the city and then all of a sudden you get to hear gunshots off, you know, going off in the middle of the city, and then before you know it, you're interfering in what is already a firefight. So you really need to be careful about when you choose to pounce on an enemy. And when you do your robberies, I highly recommend you either getting a very compact like house or building, something that you and your crew can hold down while you do your interrogation and whatnot. Otherwise, take them into the forest. Be careful of going too far north. There will be a wolf pack up there around Kamensk, and to the southwest towards Devil's Castle, and even the southeast itself there are wolf packs roaming, so you do need to be careful about that. But all in all, it's fine to do some general robberies, and I couldn't recommend it anymore to you guys. I really think it would be a nice starting point for those of you that are struggling with your banditry to start off there. Okay guys, well now we are coming to the end of the video. I hope these three major cities helped you guys out. To me, I thought about a lot of different places, and I kept thinking of these three cities as the main cities to go to for robberies. I know there's bigger cities out there, but they're not really for robbing in my opinion. These three are the best by far, and all in all, I just hope it helps you guys out a lot. Let me know if it does down below, please. Any and all feedback you can provide is appreciated. And guys, one last note, I'm not dead, okay? It's okay. I love posting videos to you guys and then seeing in the comments down below, people are like, oh my god, TLB, you're back. It's okay guys, calm your farm. TLB's here. He's been here for a few months now. It's just I'm streaming a lot because reasons that have been already explained to you guys in an update video. So, yeah, relax guys, I'm here, and I now have a streaming schedule, so check that out on my Twitch, twitch.tv/TheLonelyBandit. I'll be streaming a fair bit, and I'm hoping to get back to consistent YouTube content. However, it is not going to be as it was before because of said reasons in said update video. Those reasons have not changed, but YouTube will continue. Hopefully a video every 2 weeks will be happening at the minimum, bare minimum. Anyway guys, keep an eye out. Also keep an eye out on my Twitter. You guys will be kept up to date at all times of what's happening with the channel, what's happening with me, when videos are coming out, and when I'm streaming, just everything in general. So check that out. And besides that guys, I hope this video helped you out. I also hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.